Hey guys, so I said I'd make a video showing how I made my homemade CO2 system for my 20-gallon planted tank. But yeah, that's it. And these are basically all the supplies that I really needed. Just the cheap tubing you get at a pet store and suction cups to attach to the inside of my tank. I needed to grab the aquarium sealant too. It was like $5 at the pet store, so it wasn't too bad. In mine, I'm just using this cooking yeast, grocery store, like $1. And the directions online said that you should get like plastic diffusers, but unfortunately my pet store didn't have any, so I just settled for these cheap air stones. Like I said, they weren't that much. And so far it seems to be working pretty well, but that's really all I needed, along with my knife too. But right here, I just used my knife to poke the hole through, feed the tube. I made sure the hole was big enough though so that it wouldn't pinch the tube, because you want the stuff to escape out of the bottle, otherwise you're going to have a bomb on your hands. The thing could actually blow up if there's no way for it to get out, for the CO2 to get out. But afterwards you seal it from the inside and outside. With the inside you have to be careful not to get it on the threads of the bottle cap though, or you're not going to be able to shut it, and you defeat the whole purpose of the thing. The only other thing also that you need is you need this chuck valve with the arrow facing away from your bottle, because like I said, that could blow up and that would not be fun. Here in my tank, hopefully you can see it. Yeah, see it bubbling back there. So I'm really pleased with how it's going. Everything's working really well. I've heard, one of the hardest parts of making these homemade is getting the bubbles to be small enough to stay in your tank. A lot of people say they go out and buy extra filters and rig them and drill them, do all this crazy stuff, but I'm at college and didn't really feel like doing all that. So what I have in my 20-gallon is, when I moved it, I set up 2 filters, both with old media, so that I didn't lose my cycle. And with this extra filter, what I ended up doing is I took the media out of it, so it's basically just empty filter right now, just running. And down here, since I put the CO2 diffuser, the air stone, right near my intake, most of the bubbles actually do get sucked up into the filter, and they come out really small, which is what you want, because they'll stay in your tank. And I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, see all the tiny bubbles? That's exactly what you want. And that's the most important part of this whole thing, because if the bubbles are big, it won't stay in your tank and it won't do much. But for me, it's worked. A lot of people say it doesn't work, and you should really buy the professional stuff, but I don't really have $400 to throw around and buy that. So for the most part, I'm happy with it. The only thing I'm unsure of is how often you have to remix your little concoction. I have no idea. I need to look it up. But it's probably been 48 hours now, a little bit longer. And my plants do already look better. They were looking a little ragged from the move back to college, but especially my grasses down here, those look better than they did. They were kind of overrun with algae, but because of the algae, I can see how much they've grown just in a couple days that the CO2's been going. My fish are all happy. The levels are okay in the tank, not enough to harm my fish at all. So hopefully it keeps working, and like I said, I think you should all try it. It definitely is making an improvement overall for my plants. So there you guys go.